Greetings and salutations, folks, and welcome back to Mass Effect 2, where we are finally at the point of having to acquire the Reaper IFF, which is going to start the countdown. Hitting up the Reaper IFF is going to acquire Legion. It is also going to get the ship taken over by the collectors. The Normandy will be taken over by collectors. There's going to be that event, and then there's going to be the loyalty mission, which, thankfully, I took the time to complete out all the side missions first. Hold on. I think I'm missing a side mission now that I think about it. I did not do packages for Ish. Sorry, Ish, you're screwed. So time is going to pass depending on what missions I do. So that's why once I go past this point, everything on this side is just going to disappear. So no packages for Ish, just a straight shot towards the end of the game. Let us go take a look at this derelict Reaper. Orbiting Mnemosyne is a 2-kilometer-long ship with the unmistakable profile of a Reaper. The only logical conclusion is that the Reaper died, or was at least reduced to minimal functioning a long time ago. And that is the danger. Minimal functioning does not sound particularly safe. Let's dock. Let's do this. Melee creatures often try to outflank you. Wouldn't you also argue that non-melee creatures also try to outflank you? Wouldn't all creatures benefit from outflanking? Like, if there's any specific thing that I remember from playing Uncharted 3, it's that enemies really try to outflank you all the time. And now she has a sweet black outfit to complement her red. So let us take Samara and Morden. Because I think it's been a while since I've brought Morden on a mission. I redistributed my points. That way I have maximum incinerate. Unfortunately, I do have to put points into Tactical Cloak, which, as it turns out, I never really used. Like, this isn't a stealth game. So having a cloaking mechanism doesn't really seem like it fits. At the very least for me. I swapped out my agent full power to emphasize Paragon scores, emphasize strength of tungsten ammo and heavy disruptor ammo. The rest of my squad be screwed over. But that's okay. I'm probably the main source of damage anyway. Samaro has 3 points to distribute. But unfortunately, that's about as far as she can go into Reeve, because this is the I just realized this is the highest level. And let's give some points to Neural Shock. Let's see, what kind of weapons? We got the Mantis Sniper, the Tempest, some machine gun. Those are really the only ones that I really worry about these days. Let us swap out the Nope, I guess that's an assault rifle.
What's with all the chop, Joker?
Doing my best. The wind's gusting to 500 kph.
We're in space, Joker. Or I guess we're just above atmosphere?
There's a second ship alongside the Reaper. It's not transmitting any IFF, but the radar paints its silhouette as Geth.
I guess we know why the science team stopped reporting in.
Why did the science team stop reporting in?
The Reaper's mass
They're
effect
dead,
field is
Jim.
still active. We just passed inside their envelope. Eye of the hurricane, huh?
Alright. Hello, party members. What was the button that I had for? Oh no, everything's swapped around. Let's see. Because I changed all the powers, so of course everything is swapped around. Let's put cryo. Oh yeah, I just tossed some points there because I just had an extra point. Let's map. I always had the shield to LB and the. Was that how I did it? I don't know. This is how I'm doing it now.
This does not look like the work of death.
Nope. That is a horribly deformed corpse that slipped on a pile of ketchup. Ugh. If there's anything to learn from this hacking minigame, it's that hacking minigames are generally just obstacles. Like, they don't necessarily add variety to looting. They're just obstacles to get in the way of looting. Oh, they're all different here. So we got gates. We got resistor. Ground. And closed caption.
The airlock has been installed at the far end of the hold section. We have begun pressurization for shirt sleeves work. The crew is edgy. I reassure them it is mere nerves, a superstitious reaction to what this hulk represents. The corpse of a vast ancient life form. Privately, I can't deny the atmosphere. The angles of the walls seem to press down on you. I find myself clenching my teeth.
Okay, none of that sounds good. Also, shirt sleeves work? Is that to differentiate it from spacesuit work? So that people know they're not wearing the whole suits, they're just wearing regular civilian clothes?
We finished cataloging specimens A203 to B016. No evidence of active nanotechnology noted. Dr. Chindana believes they would have decayed over the last 37 million years. There's not enough data to support his claim. He asserts that the truth is patently obvious. I am concerned. Chindana has been staring at the samples for hours. He says he's listening to them.
Again, this is not exactly a good sign. But then I already know they're all dead anyway, so...
What just happened?
The Reaper put up kinetic barriers. I don't think we can get through from our side.
We are trapped.
Alright.
We'll have to take down the barrier generators from in here. Any idea where they are?
At the moment of activation, I detected a heat spike in what is likely the Rex Mass Effect core, sending the coordinates now. Be advised, this core is also maintaining the Reaper's altitude.
Okay.
So when we take the barriers down to escape, the wreck falls into the planet core.
And that means everyone dies. Yeah, I got it.
If any helmsman can pull us off this thing before it reaches crush depth, it's you. We'll make a sweep for survivors and recover what data we can. Stand by.
So what you're saying is that if he fails, then really nobody could have done it. So much catch up. Finally, side characters saying something. Probably one of the more disappointing things of playing this game again is the fact that there are so many side missions where your secondary characters don't say anything, unless they happen to be directly involved in the side mission.
You're married? You never mentioned that.
Katie had anger management issues. When my brother got married, the best man tried to hit on her. She kicked him down the church steps.
What? Katie's my wife. I must have told you this story.
No, I know my wife. I remember that day was the only time I saw her wear stockings.
Yeah, the kind with seams up the back. That's what I remember too.
What the hell is this? How can we remember the same thing?
Memory alteration. Reaper affecting their minds.
Indoctrination. It has begun. Explosive crates make me feel that there's going to be some fighting. Just one? Or, oh, hello.
Here, enjoy.
I like the delivery of that line. That is strong. Oh, you son of a... Sorry. Not sorry. You shouldn't have taken cover by the explosive crate, Samara. Just saying. Now it seems like that's dun dun dun. Oh, hello. Oh. See, Samara, I did not take... Oh, Morden's now taking cover by the explosive crate. Everybody just loves using explosives as covering in the middle of a gunfight. I mean, I suppose their allies are the only ones with guns. So really, they shouldn't be that worried. But at the same time... Ooh, abomination. Ah, there we go. Alright, work log.
Third day with this headache. You'd think Chandana would have let me have a few hours off. God damn! What? That thing, that just gray thing, it disappeared when I looked straight at it. It came out of the damn wall, where we took off that panel.
I didn't see anything. You should lie down.
I'm telling you, the ship isn't dead. It knows we're inside it.
Calm down. Now I'm getting a headache.
Yeah, clearly these people weren't briefed on the whole topic of indoctrination. Who were these scientists anyway? How did they discover the wreck? Who did they report to? I wonder what they could have done to protect themselves. Ooh.
Make contact.
Shooter is Legion. Cerberus rifle.
This should come in handy.
Which itself is kind of an interesting concept, but it fits in specifically with a lot of the values in this game. Probably should fight bad guys. Because there are bad guys to fight. Oh, and there's a big guy. Excuse me, sir. Incinerate! There are a lot of guys. Excuse me. Incinerate!
Neutralize.
Neutralize! No, not my squad. Who died? Oh, that was just Samara. She'll be back. It'll be fine. And... Did I just... Alright, I guess let's hide for a couple seconds. Then it'll be alright. Maybe? If I start healing anytime soon. Alright. Ah, yeah, his attacks prevent healing. I forgot about that. There we go. And he's done. Okay, now that I've dealt with the people in this room, well, let's bypass this door. So, closed captioning. Oh. And ground, and... there we go. Oh, that's actually the way forward. So I'm going to take a quick step back, see if there's actually something to collect.
Chandana said the ship was dead. We trusted him. He was right. But even a dead god can dream. A god, a real god, is a verb. Not some old man with magic powers. It's a force. It warps reality just by being there. It doesn't have to want to. It doesn't have to think about it. It just does. That's what Chandana didn't get. Not until it was too late. The god's mind is gone, but it still dreams. He knows now. He's tuned in on our dream. If I close my eyes, I can feel him. I can feel every one of us.
Okay, that is a really strong line. Even a dead god can dream. I will have to remember it to send it to a friend of mine who is big into the whole Lovecraftian lore thing, because that is really strong. It also kind of brings up the idea that the indoctrination is such a globally passive skill. And there we go. That doesn't necessarily stop. Like, it's almost part of the... It's such an integral part of the being that that it continues on, regardless if the creature itself is dead. But then again... oh, that long, eh? So... but then, this is a machine. And Legion. Okay, before Legion interrupts this train of thought. Also, is Legion wearing N7 armor?
I have never heard of a Geth speaking to organics.
Geth never operate alone. Stronger.
Okay, what was my train of thought? Hold on. Okay, it's gone for now. I'm gonna see if I try to if I can remember what the hell I was talking about. But for now, I've got husks to fight, Legion to reacquire with. I think I started talking about that a long time ago and never finished that train of thought. So let's try that. Legion, as a character, fits in with the Mass Effect 2 universe, especially because a lot of the characters here are more traditionally villains. Like, you look at... where is there this, thing that it wants me to access? Oh, it's way up there. You look at characters like, Ashley, Caden...
Fire imminent.
Like, the closest thing you have to, like, a villain character in part 1 is the Krogan is a mercenary, but his last job is against Fist, and his focus is not on being a mercenary. His focus is on revitalizing his people. Liara's focus is on exploring the Protheans. Garrus Vicarian's focus is on justice, bringing justice back to the world. And he feels that he cannot accomplish this while being in Citadel security.
Incoming.
Whereas in this game, you meet people who have, like, when you meet Garrus Vicarian again, it is after he has become this kind of vengeance, this punisher to crime lords. When you meet Jack, you pull her out of a prison. Morden himself is trying to find peace after his spy missions recreated the virus that kept the Krogan people in check. So the idea of befriending a member of the enemy, heck, the entire concept of the game is befriending a member of the enemy. It's Shepard working along Cerberus for the purposes of the greater good. So the idea of befriending a former member of the Geth for the greater good. Abomination, eh? It fits in. Now, if I remember correctly, in Mass Effect 3, this does lead to problems, and potentially it leads to Tally's death. But if I ever get around to playing that on the channel, I will try to avoid it as much as possible, because I do not want Tally Zora Vas Normandy to die. I would like her to carry on and bring the best for the Quarian people. But again, like, that all gets kind of twisted with Mass Effect 3's ending, but that's its own can of worms. Cerberus shotgun. Hello. Oh. Let's blow you up. You can blow him up. Ah. I'm surrounded.
Taking fire.
Jesus. I could not escape that, that pit of death. It would have been nice if my allies did something, or if I was able to move, but let's see if we could try to avoid being ganged up on by a whole bunch of husks. Let's switch weapons to the shotgun. A rapid fire shotgun, eh? Not quite as damaging as I'd like. And it also kind of makes me feel like I'm playing Serious Sam in a little bit. Because, like, Serious Sam is basically, as a game, is basically always moving backwards. That is the gameplay aspect of it. You're always being chased after by a billion guys. Where are my allies? Alright, I guess let's switch back to I should really use the singularity projector for one of these things. So let's go down here. We'll attract the crowd. Go back up here.
They're through my shields. Clean hit.
There we go. Oh. I'm being hit by that scion over there. Okay. So I'm just gonna stand here, have a good time, hopefully regain my health. Eventually. Any day now. Cat. Alright, the scion is there. So now I'll hit him. Hit him. Enjoy. There we go. Alright, so now that he's dead, that should in theory make it easier, but that doesn't mean... I can take it easy, because this area just throws lots and lots of bad guys at you. And that's, I suppose that's more,
I'll take it.
consistent with Mass Effect 2 as a whole, is just fighting lots and lots and lots of bad guys. If I ever get around to Mass Effect 3, then it's going to be more like squads of bad guys, where everybody has very specific roles. More emphasis on the differentiation between roles, like the Scion versus the...
Incoming.
Shields have failed.
Ah, hello. Let's hit this Scion again with a bunch of stuff. Should I heal this squad? I probably should heal this squad, actually. I've been holding on to these unities, these metagels, should I say. So I might as well use them. Incinerate, incinerate. What does Reeve do? Damages nervous system to prevent healing. I guess it's not really a thing for that guy.
Should burn nicely.
It should burn nicely, but will it?
Taking fire.
Alright. Oh, nope. Wait. I'm somewhat surrounded. That's okay. That's okay. I can do this. There we go. Alright. Another wave of bad guys defeated. Although now that I think about it, this game doesn't really have many bosses. Like, other than the Harbinger only kind of shows up... Oh, hello. Like, most of the big fights are just against giant amounts of bad guys. And maybe, like, one or two of the really big versions. Strong emphasis on the... On, like, mini-bosses than anything else. There we go. And, like, and this kind of showcases that, where I'm, like, fighting multiple groups of husks accompanied by 2 scions. And then a multiple group of husk battle against 2 more scions. But this group is almost done.
I've got no shields!
That's okay. It's fine. Alright. Let's get rid of that explosive container. That way it is no longer a threat. And, oh, a metagel for the one that I used, which is very convenient. Although I never really use it that much, even when certain characters are knocked out. Let's see. That's... God. How many bad guys do they need to send?
Is destruction a massive?
Alright, let's try that again. So... there's gate. Also, I just realized that these puzzles are randomized. Because I'm pretty sure that these shapes were in a different position the previous time I attempted to hack it. Which I suppose emphasizes how generic the puzzles are, because they're basically just randomizations of assortments.
That is our objective.
Ah.
Hostiles there. Just the thing to help.
All right. Do I need to blow up the core? I need to blow up the core. Okay. And fight wave after wave of their own men. Truly, all video game villains base their entire plan off of Zap Brannigan. They're like, how did you defeat, like if you lost in Uncharted, it's gonna be like, how did you finally defeat Nathan Drake? Well, you see, I knew a surefire plan. I knew Nathan Drake would be defeated if I would just send wave after wave of my own men at him until he eventually died. Ah, that interrupted.
No shield.
Get. Also, these melee fighters aren't really trying to flank me. That previous statement, that melee fighters would be trying to flank you is a complete and utter lie. Is this how I... To quote Uncut Gems, is this how I win? Morden really cares about the enjoyment of his enemies. Like, he really cares. Not every hero would be like, enjoy this. Have a good time here. Thank you for calling that out. I would have questioned what you actually contributed to the group if it wasn't for the fact that you keep announcing what you contribute. Let's burn him. Let's deep cryoblast him. Ah, I blew up. Ah. Get, step. Stop hitting me. Oh, jeez. Thank you. There's no escape from the melee hits. Ah. And another wave of bad guys. Hello, how are you? Would you like some bullets? Ooh. I don't know who just pushed you, but thank you to that person. And then let's incinerate you.
Do the trick.
And incinerate you. And how about you, too? It's a good thing that Shepard's, or at the very least, I put enough points so that Shepard's abilities do restore themselves at a excellent time frame. There we go. The core is done.
Wait! Death body intact. Unprecedented. Should bring it with us.
I would support bringing it. We need greater understanding.
Oh, there isn't any disagreement here. There's no, like, should you bring it or should you not?
They said no one's ever captured a Geth intact.
Quarians are right to worry, but this is a great opportunity.
We're out of time. Let's move.
Hang on, folks.
We're in for some chop.
Side airlock.
Or wait, was this the part where the Normandy gets captured? Or does the Normandy get captured in Mass Effect 3? Huh. I guess that kind of shows how little I remember of the games that will.
We're clear. Go.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Reaper IFF successfully retrieved. Loss of Cerberus team on the Reaper vessel unfortunate but unsurprising. We'll use team's health records for comparisons against Husk's encounter in Reaper for possible insight into indoctrination and Husk conversion process. Alright, now we've got an active Geth on our ship. Actually, no. This the capture has to happen sometime in this game because of that countdown clock. I'm not forgetting that part wrong. The part I'm forgetting is exactly when that happens. Because I'm pretty sure that Shepard is not on the ship when that happens.
I think we need to discuss the unique piece of salvage we recovered. For now, we've stored it in EDI's AI core. We need better equipment to fight the Reapers. An intact Geth would be invaluable to Cerberus's cyber weapons division.
We'll have to disagree on that, ma'am. I saw enough of these things I need in Prime. Space it.
Finally we
Cerberus has
have
a
an actual
long-standing
disagreement
cash bounty
going
on
on.
Intact Geth. I assure you, the reward is significant.
I'm not deciding one way or the other until I know what we've got here. I want to start it up, interrogate it.
If we activate it, there is no guarantee we can deactivate it again.
Bullets can.
That's not what I...
Thank you, both of you, for your recommendation.
We could shut it down
I've made
with
my
a
decision.
gun.
Tally's gonna freak when she hears about this. So what about this Reaper IFF?
I have
Is
determined
Reaper
how to
aware of it?
integrate it with our systems. However, the device is Reaper technology. Linking it with the Normandy systems poses certain risks.
Just be careful.
Trust you, Edie. I know you won't let anything happen to the ship.
Understood, Shepard. It may take several hours before the IFF is ready for shakedown.
No. Okay, this is what
Sounds
happens.
good. It's
EDI
business as
activates
usual.
the Reaper
We'll discuss
IFF, but that also essentially puts the ship in danger. But for now, I suppose it's all about to talk to Legion, activate him, and perform his loyalty mission.
What What's this area of the ship?
This is the Normandy's technical lab, where you can investigate new research upgrades that will improve ship or team performance. All upgrades can be developed in the Normandy's lab.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard. The IFF is nearly installed, Shepard. However, I must test its impact on the Normandy systems. I suggest you take the shuttle to access your next location.
Ah, yep. And then while you are on the shuttle accessing your next location, that's when everything goes wrong. So I just essentially have to go somewhere more than anything else.
We have a Geth down in the AI core. It makes me a little uneasy. I hope you don't activate him, but you would know best.
That'll be all.
Good luck out there, Shepard.
Thank you for watching. Questions, comments, recommendations for something to play next? Comment down below or send it on over to itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. That's itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. So long for now.